Hello, wonderful people. Don't worry, everything's fine. It's just cold in here. So I need to put that back on real quick. Alright. All nice and warm and toasty now. Now, this video is titled Hear Me Out. But it's not your usual type of Hear Me Out. It's not like, oh, hear me out. I want to bang this fictional character. Anyway, that was weird. Anyway, back to the point. So, why does it keep turning? Anyway, you need to hear me out because, a lot of people are afraid to talk to about these kind of people. But call me Eminem because I'm not afraid. You know why? Because I know there's a very, 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 very low chance that any of them will see this video. Now, that chance is never 0, but it is low. It's like maybe 1%. Anyway, let's get on with it. So, Swifties, listen up here. And K-pop stands, and Barbs, and what else? Oh yeah, One Direction stands. So are you listening? You're all crazy! Now, I don't mean that necessarily as like a derogative, like, all the best people are crazy. But you guys are a little bit insane. Because, like, Swifties, you guys cyberbully because whenever people say they don't like Taylor Swift, you assume that we don't understand the lyrics, like the depth of what she's talking about and all that. And, like, we understand it just fine. Like, I'm a Taylor Swift fan myself, I love her music. I'm not that big of a fan of her. Like, I'm not a huge fan, but I do love her music. Oh, hi, pumpies. Say hello to my little kitty. Yeah. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So, Swifties, I'm assuming a lot of you are Gen Z, maybe even millennials. So, again, listen up here. It's a little bit crazy, to bully someone because you don't think they understand the lyrics to a song. When literally all she's saying is, like, you can see, like, for example, Cardigan. Peter, Luz, and Wendy, Maybe I'll sing that one, because that one doesn't have too many high notes that I remember. Anyway, that's pretty simple to understand. Like, I don't remember Dudebro's name, but we'll just call him Dudebro. So, yeah, apparently Dudebro lost her because he wasn't mature enough. Got it. Pretty simple to understand, right? Oh, you're not a fan of Taylor Swift, you just don't understand the depth of her lyrics, girl. Or, I'm just saying this as like a gender neutral thing, girl. It's pretty simple. You don't have to dig that deep. It's just like, oh, okay, so he wasn't mature enough. Obviously, girls mature faster than boys. But, okay, so on to K-pop stands. Again, a lot of people are afraid of y'all. And again, I'm not really, but I digress. Anyway, so y'all will cyberstalk people. And this goes back to my Gen Z / millennial comment. I think especially Gen Zs were taught that cyberbullying is bad. Like, there were so many movies. There was, like, this one movie. I don't remember the actress's name, but she played Miley Cyrus's best friend on Hannah Montana, sorry. I don't remember the character's name either, but I do remember that she was in a movie about cyberbullying where she was being bullied. And then there's Unfriended, which was also about cyberbullying, the first one at least. And then, if I remember correctly, maybe Zapped with Zendaya was one too, because, like, she was using an app to control boys, and that's not exactly bullying, but it is messing with free will, so I feel like that is bullying in a way. Like, she was using it to get even with bullies, but anyway, what I'm saying is, us Gen Z and millennials were taught that cyberbullying is bad, and yet now we're all grown up and we're cyberbullying. What are we doing? Like, did you not see that movie? I think it's even called Cyberbully. I don't remember, but it was kind of like Mean Girls, but with cyberbullying. Maybe I'm even getting the two plots mixed up, because I think I did watch the one with the Hannah Montana girly pop, but I don't think I ever watched Mean Girls. But they do kind of have technology. They have, like, flip phones in the original, at least. I haven't seen the new one either. Didn't figure it made sense if I haven't seen the first one. You know? It's kind of like watching The Little Mermaid 2022, 2023 without watching the 89 version. Like, it wouldn't make sense. What are you doing, cutie patootie? Are you playing with my lamp cord? Are you playing with my lamp cord, cutie patootie? Anyway, back to my little rant here. On to Barbs, or Nicki Minaj fans. You guys are just as bad as the K-pop stans. You guys be, trying to dox people too, but you don't just dox them, you swat them. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Again, I'm gonna bring this back to another Unfriended movie, the second one, Dark Web. Now, one guy gets swatted in the video. Someone edits what he says to make it sound like he's gonna do an attack of terrorism, and then when he is obviously holding his hands up, the hacker plays a, how do I say this? Sound effect on his computer. I got around it, I just mouthed it. So anyway, the hacker plays that effect on Dudebro's computer, and then Dudebro gets shot. Yeah, he gets freaking annihilated by the FBI or some shit. Anyway, so, I was talking about Swifties, oh yeah, One Direction fans. Now, I don't know if y'all are still like this, but I definitely know back in my day, when they were at their peak of popularity, a lot of people were cyber-stalking them, like, you hacked into a hotel security camera just to watch them walk around. Now, again, I'm gonna say, that's just a tad crazy, my dude. And again, I mean that in a gender-neutral way. That's why I do like this. Like, whenever I do this, that means I mean it in a gender-neutral way, whether I say girl or dude. But yeah, my kitty's so cute. She keeps distracting me. But listen up, y'all. Eminem fans are kind of crazy too. Like, a lot of them are Gen X, and they seem to think that, he's still the king of poning or whatever. And I'm just like, first of all, that phrase is outdated, I'm pretty sure. And secondly, like, once again, his music isn't everyone's cup of tea. That's what you have to realize too, that not every artist you like is going to be everyone else's cup of tea. Like I said before, I like Taylor Swift. I even like some Nicki Minaj songs. I like One Direction. I grew up on them. And I'm not even going to mention the whole debacle with one of the members recently pushing up daisies. But I am going to say that I heard that it was, what's the word I'm looking for? Orchestrated? Yeah, orchestrated. And I honestly don't know, because I don't know what that man's been through in his life. But all I gotta say is, a lot of people were bullying him, because apparently they heard a rumor that he was a pedo, and there wasn't any proof even. And, I was just like, where's your proof? Like, why are you calling him a pedo? Like, I wasn't defending him, but I was like, you can't do that sort of thing without having proof. Like, Bill Cosby, he had proof against him. Diddy, he had proof against him. Trump has proof against him. Epstein had proof against him. And, there hasn't been any people coming out of the woodwork saying there's any proof against that guy. I don't remember if it was Liam or Niall. I think it was Liam, if I remember correctly. But anyway, these people were saying such nasty things about him, and they completely forgot that he had a family. Let me put this in perspective. So, put yourself in his shoes, or his family's shoes for a minute. Imagine you have a famous brother or cousin or whatever. They're your best friend growing up. you play together, you laugh, you cry, all that good stuff. And then they go to meet Abraham Lincoln, you know. They jump off a building, a very high building, and they unfortunately don't survive. Now, you don't know whether he did this to himself or whether somebody did it to him. But imagine, a bunch of people on the internet are shit-talking him. Now, this is your brother or cousin or whatever. Your favorite relative, your bestie. So, how would that make you feel? How'd you feel? Bet it wouldn't feel good. In fact, I bet a lot of you have brothers that, you know, if that happened, you'd be upset. I'm an only child, and even I'd be upset. Because I always wanted a sibling, but I still had sibling love for, like, several cats, so I kind of know what sibling love is like. But anyway, let's see, I talked about K-pop, I talked about Taylor, I talked about Barbs, I talked about Eminem a little bit, I talked about One Direction. I think that's it. Like, I kind of want to steer back to Eminem for a minute. Again, I like his music. I even like a little bit of K-pop. You know, again, I'm not a huge fan, but I'm kind of afraid, like, I'm a little afraid to join your fandoms. Taylor Swift, Swifties, Barbs, K-pop stans. I'm still sort of a One Direction fan. Like, someone said, you know, no matter what circumstances, if it is true that he was a pedo or whatever, you know, you're still allowed to mourn him, mourn the person he used to be, mourn the person you thought he was. And I was like, yeah, but like I said before, y'all don't have no proof. Oh, baby girl, you're such a sweetheart. She sensed that I was upset. Hey, I told you no biting. I told you no biting, young lady. Anyway. Oh, cutie patootie. Yeah, that's all I have to say. So, in conclusion, don't cyberbully people, don't swap people, don't dox them, don't track them down and strangle them, don't frickin' do any of that shit. Like, just chill, bro. It's not that big a deal. Like, you know, if someone doesn't like your favorite singer or band or whatever, just be like, okay, you know, whatever. You do you, bestie. You do you. You're a cutie patootie, aren't you? You're a cutie patootie, aren't you? She is a cutie patootie. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Like I was saying, you know, unclench. I think that's what they say now. And that means, like, chill out. Y'all need to work on yourselves. You need to go to therapy, honestly. Because, like, why are you bullying people? Why are you stalking people? Why are you doxing them? Why are you swatting them? Why are you doing all this? Just ask yourself that. And then if you can't find an answer, then you need help. Or at least not a good answer. You can say, oh, well, I just love them and I have to defend them. Do you really? Like, is it in a contract or something? They give you a contract when you sign up to be a Swiftie and it says somewhere in the contract that you have to defend them? Or K-pop stans or whatever? Does it say that? I don't think so. Like, again, I'm not a Swiftie. I am a Taylor Swift fan. There's a fine line. Swifties are a little crazier. I'm just like, oh, her music's cool. She's catchy. She can write a good song, you know. Like, love her or hate her, she can write a catchy song. You can't deny that. But, and you also can't deny that you guys are just a little bit crazy. So seriously, get some help. Love y'all.